Okay, once again, it's just like the last one I did. We're looking for the inverse function. So remember that the f of x here is the same thing as y. And then, so this original function is y equals x plus 6 over x minus 5. What you're going to do to find the inverse is replace every y with a letter x and every letter x with a letter y. So instead of y, I'll have an x here. Oops, same color. And then over here, in place of every x, I'll put a y. That's the easy part. The hard part is you've got to solve this for y, because they're asking you over here, oops, wrong color, oop, to put it in functional notation, the inverse of x, which will be the y over there. So you got to solve this for y. All right, I've got more than one y in the equation. However, I have a denominator here of a y minus 5. So what I'm going to do is multiply both sides times the y minus 5. Now what that does for me is it cancels out this denominator, because that cross cancels. They're gone. But then over here on the left, I need to distribute the x. That's going to give me xy minus 5x. And that will still equal the y plus 6 in the numerator. Okay, so I got rid of the fraction. I still have two y's in the equation, but now they're on opposite sides of the equal sign, so I've got to get them on the same side. Now, to do this, I'm going to subtract y here and subtract y there. That way this cancels out. Now I can't actually subtract y from an xy because they're not like terms. So the left side becomes xy minus y minus 5x equals, and now the right side just has the 6. But now I don't want that minus 5x. I need the two terms that have y's in them together. But the 5x, that minus 5x, he doesn't have a y with him. So I need to get him out of there. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides. That'll cancel that. So what I'm left with on the left side of the equal sign, over here on the left, I'll have an xy minus y equals a 6 plus 5x, or you could write it 5x plus 6. It really doesn't matter. Now, this subtraction right here, I cannot subtract them. They're not like terms. You can only subtract xy's from other xy's. So, to get this equation down to a single y, I am going to factor out the y. I'm going to divide it out. You're literally in your head thinking, what is xy divided by y and what is y divided by y? Xy divided by a y would just leave me with an x. And y divided by itself would leave me with a 1. Actually, I don't like 6 plus 5x. Again, I'm putting them in descending order. I'm just, being obsessive. You don't have to do that. Okay, I've run out of room, so follow me. And now what I have is y times an x minus 1 equals the 5x plus 6. So my last step to getting y by itself is to divide off the x minus 1. Because an x minus 1 over an x minus 1 cancels out, and I'm left with y. And that would be a 5x plus 6 all over an x minus 1. And then you just change this to f negative 1 of x. So I have to type a 5x plus 6 over, that's what's going to go here, a 5x plus 6 over an x minus 1. And let me go back. To do that, you're going to have to click on the a to the b power and click on the fraction tool. And then I've got 5x plus 6 in the numerator, or I suppose you could make it 6 plus 5x, doesn't matter. And then the denominator, boy, my memory's going. X minus 1. Whew, man. X minus 1, and how did I do? Yay! And that's how it's done. And that is the end of this, because somewhere here it says to submit the lesson. I don't think I have any more to do, so I think that was the last one.